Greetings, 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 divine light workers. Happy New Day. Happy New Day, Happy New Day. Today's topic is about mosquitoes. What causes malaria? What really causes or attract one to get malaria? For so long, malaria, after the 17th century, malaria been killing Africans and all melanated people across the world in the so-called third world countries. And so therefore the WHO and their cronies tried as much as possible to so-called eradicate malaria parasites. And the more they do, the more it gets worse. Every 30 seconds, according to them, every child or a child dies from malaria in Africa. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. A child dies from malaria in Africa. Yes. This is serious. Why? Why is it so that malaria is killing humans in tropical Africa or equatorial Africa and not doing nothing to animals? Why is it that the chicken, why is it that the goat and all of them don't get malaria and only humans seems to be affected by the malaria parasites? Why is it so? Okay, this is it. Every animal, whether they're eating grains, whether they're eating grass, whether they eat meat, like the carnivores, none of them have inflammation. None of them have inflammation because they are all in their lane. They're eating their rightful foods, whether meat, whether grass or grains. Mosquitoes bite those with sugar in their blood. Yes, sugar or glucose. They feed on glucose. That is why wherever there is a lot of bush, there's parasites or there are more larvae, mosquitoes larvae there. Because they are responsible for bringing inflammation down. They are here to check us. Because this planet only want to have strong species. From the animal kingdom to the human kingdom, only want to have strong species. And so therefore, if a species is weak, that species must die. That is why a lot of children are dying from malaria parasites. Malaria feeds on glucose. When you eat too much sugar, malaria gets the signal, or the mosquitoes get the signal to come feed on you. And so therefore, plants, they emit a signal through the sweat, because it's a frequency. Your sweat is a frequency. Your blood is a frequency. And so when they find out that this man or woman has a lot of sugar, they come right at you to come and eat the sugar, to feed on the sugar. Every disease on earth grows in sugar. Cancer cells is inflammation, and they feed on sugar. Malaria is inflammation, and they feed on sugar. Sugar. When the Europeans first came to Africa, they couldn't stay. A lot of them died due to malaria parasites, due to mosquitos. And so therefore they have to go back and find an antidote. The antidote they find was to treat the symptoms and not to find the real solution, the real root cause. So they brought lots of malaria drugs. Until today, if someone is coming to Africa, they have to take a malaria shot before they come to Africa. Until today, whether African American, European, Asian, they have to take a malaria shot before they come. That is not the solution. People who are here still getting malaria, but they are not Europeans. Why? Because ever since we were introduced to sugar, to the refined sugar, and ever since our people stopped sunbathing to reduce the sugar in the blood, malaria has become our worst enemy. The UV light from the sun, our mother, UV, ultraviolet light, destroys parasites like malaria, plasmodium. And so therefore, if you don't sunbath, you don't have enough UV light, and you eat sugar, just one bite, you will have malaria fever. And so the fever will increase your temperature, because the blood must have certain temperature. And so if the temperature is low, if the temperature is already low, and you are somebody that feels cold easily, you are bound to have malaria weekly or twice a month. With that being said, beloved Africans at home and abroad, whether you come into Africa or you live in Africa, do the possible need anytime you come to avoid sugar and avoid high processed carbohydrates, because they attract sugar, because they are sugar. When one realizes that, one can never get sick. HIV and malaria, they are one. HIV and malaria, they are one. They all have the same symptoms. The more one eats sugar, the more the immune system becomes weak, and the viruses comes out from their comfort zone to attack the immune system. And when one immune system is being attacked, the iron within the blood goes down. And when the iron goes down, which is Ogun, who is going to fight for you? One becomes very weak, unable to move, shivering, sweating profusely. And when one is not taken to the hospital quickly, one dies from malaria. And so therefore, whoever has HIV is also being given malaria treatment. You can ask any pharmacist. Give thanks and praises. Stay away from sugar if you don't want to have malaria. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from refined carbohydrates. And do not let it stay in your blood too long. Sunlight brings sugar down. Sunlight brings sugar down, reduces glucose in the blood, helps insulin to carry glucose to the cells rather, and not in the blood. Give thanks and praises to our Heavenly Father and our earthly Mother for the revelations. Carbon hour. Give thanks.